This story on The Times, net zero risk blackouts, it's based on an unnamed whistleblower who claims the National Energy System Operator, NESO, is flying blind because back in the old days it knew roughly how much energy oil and gas was producing, but because of the batteries used in renewables, NESO doesn't have a clear idea of how much electricity is being produced and thus could potentially leave us exposed to blackouts. Let's see what Donnachadh McCarthy has to say, Director of the Climate Media Coalition. It's been a while, Donnachadh. Good morning.
Good morning, Matthew. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Murdoch has been raising this sort of blackout scare story for literally 15 years. He's waging a campaign against us tackling the climate crisis that's engulfing us. Every single day, these papers are pumping out attacks on protecting our future generations. We're so fed up of this. We carried out an opinion poll last week on whether the British public wants to take back control of our media from the foreign billionaires who dominate us. And the extraordinary thing is by 4-1, no matter whether you remain or leave, whether you're Labour or Reform voters, they all want our sovereignty back. It's time to end this rubbish.
I think that's a really interesting point, Donnachadh. Let me just ask you, if you may, just to pick the holes in the story, because as I said, it seems to me it's less about the problems of net zero and seems to my eyes to be more about the failings of NESO. It needs to get with the times.
Well, I think actually the real failure over the last 10 years, Matthew, hasn't been NESO, it's actually been the national grid. We privatised the national grid under Thatcher. They have taken around £29 billion over the last 10 years in profit. Instead of building the grid to facilitate the new green projects, there are billions of projects around Britain waiting to go onto the grid that would make our energy cheaper, cleaner and greener. And they haven't been able to go on because the national grid, which is owned by the Middle East and American billionaires, hasn't invested the money needed. It's a scandal as big as the water industry, but the media, again, is ignoring it.
I'll have to hold my hand up there, Donnachadh, because I didn't know that the national grid had generated that much in profit, and I was just listening. It's 29 billion, you said?
Over 10 years. Last year, to £5 billion alone. £5 billion of your money and our money from our bills went into the pockets of the profiteers of the national grid. We're paying these cheap energy companies to turn off the wind turbines because the grid can't cope with them. It's nuts.
You have absolutely done my noggin in with that. I am gobsmacked that a non-competitive privatised grid took 29 billion out over the last 10 years. Donnachadh, thank you. Donnachadh McCarthy there from the Climate Media Coalition.